What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another World Wins Meets video. I wanted to go over the 1.1 update that we recently have gotten because we've gotten quite a lot of quality of life updates in this patch here. I just wanted to quickly go over what they are and how to take advantage of them. First things first, we have gotten our Mystic Arts slots expanded to where you don't necessarily need to use two different sets of Mystic Arts. You can have everything on your face buttons. If you're on controller, you can use D-pad for the left slot and then your face buttons for the right slot. If you're on mouse and keyboard, I believe it's 1 to 8 for mouse and keyboard. But this allows you to use your Mystic Arts a lot easier in PvP and allows you to not need to be conscious of which Mystic Arts slot you have enabled in PvP, but also for PvE as well. It'll allow your rotation to be a lot faster and a lot smoother while making the game feel a lot less clunky as well. Another update that we have gotten is to the PvP arena. The PvP arena has now been expanded to 22-hour run times, where you're able to play PvP at any point in time. This makes it a lot easier for people like me that don't necessarily wake up the earliest to play PvP, and also don't necessarily want to play at 5 p.m. to 11 p.m. Like sometimes I just want to play from like 1 to 5. That's one time when I have the most amount of time. And with this update, I'm able to do that now currently. Now, the biggest quality of life update that I think we've gotten in the 1.1 update is in the way of Innerway Tips Exchange. If you go over to the Innerway Tips Exchange tab, you're able to now use the custom swap chest. This is a 600 box weekly limit that you're able to get from tips exchanges, and you're allowed to specifically focus on the specific path preference of your choice. So if you wanted to do Nameless Sword, Nameless Spear, you have Bellstrike Splendor. If you wanted to do Strategic Sword, you have Umbra. DPS Umbrella, you have Silk Spine Jade. Deluge for healing. Bamboo Cut Wind for Dual Blaze Rope Dart. And then Stone Split Might for the tank build. And then as we get other weapons like the DPS Umbrella and Rope Dart combination, and then the Hangdao and the Fists of the Gauntlets, you will be able to grab those from here as well. And this is a 600 weekly chest, and this is going to be the main way that you're able to go ahead and upgrade your Innerways from now on. No longer do you need to go ahead and try to pull these and then use the conversion system to try and get the Innerways that you want. You can just, any Innerway that you don't want, recycle, come here and get the one specifically focused on your path of choice. With this, I've been able to go ahead and not only level 3 Battle Anthem, but also level 3 Sword Morph, and I'm almost on the way to level 4ing Sword Morph as well. So this is going to be very, very essential to upgrading your character. I've been able to upgrade not only the path Innerways, but even things like Vital Leech, Evasive Charge, and even grab things like Fury Harvest for PvP. Now, another thing that you can also use these tips exchange for is if you come over to Tang Lun, which is the merchant in Kaifeng. He is right over here. He sells a lot of the actual Innerway notes that you can buy here with Jade, and things like Seasonal Edge that you won't necessarily be using unless you really want to use Seasonal Edge. Things like Trap Beast, Thunderous Bloom, like these other Innerways that you don't necessarily use depending on your current build, you can just dismantle and use those for the tips exchange here if you have not bought them already, and be able to grab quite a bit of these chests here. If you have not, or if you have already bought out everything from Tang Lun, we've actually gotten a new event in the form of the Growth Benefits event, and you get quite a bit of Innerways chests from here. I believe you get about 30 Innerway chests from here by just claiming these all and opening up all these chests. So you can use those 30 Innerway chests to dismantle and recycle and get some of these Innerway chests as well, or the custom swap chests as well. This update is quite a huge update in my opinion. It makes everything a lot easier in regards to farming your Innerways that you want to farm for your specific build. Not only that, it makes using Mystic Arts a lot easier, and no longer will the game feel very clunky when playing on controller. I know on controller it could feel a little clunky when you're trying to combo in PvP and you have to press RT and then the D-pad to switch between your certain Mystic Arts slots mid-combo. It can make comboing in the game a little bit more challenging, a little bit more difficult than it would have been on keyboard and mouse. But now with this update, combos and PvP should flow even better on controller, and no longer will you ever have in a situation where you're pressing a Mystic Art and you're pressing the wrong Mystic Art because you was on the wrong slot. Now you can just have everything done on one slot altogether. But that is it for the update for this currently. I just wanted to bring to you guys' attention that we have gotten quite a bit of quality of life so far. Another quick quality of life that I can go over is that we've gotten the top and bottom that a lot of people have been asking for a lot of the costumes, but currently only the battle pass costume can be used for this. At the moment, only the battle pass costume can be used for this. As we get more and more costumes and as they update the game more and more, we will definitely get more costumes that can take advantage of the top and bottom system, but currently it's the battle pass costume at the moment. And that is it for the 1.1 update and what I think is the most important thing that you definitely want to focus on for the 1.1 update. Thank y'all for watching as always, and I'll catch you on the next video. Be easy, be safe, y'all, and peace.